Alright everybody, how's it going? My name is Symbol and today I'm going to be reviewing the new potential RSG world record. And we're going to be going in depth about some of the things and analyzing this entire run to try and figure out if it's legit or not, because there has been a lot of questioning going on around whether or not this run is legit, whether or not it'll be verifiable, and I'll be explaining all of that today. So if we just go back a little bit here, so I know the run just started, but let's go back to the very beginning, because the loading screen usually tells you a lot about the potential run. So here we see that there is some kind of like skips and pauses, but that's not nothing unusual. In most loading screens, you will get a few skips and pauses like that, and if you regen the loading screen on your own, you'll see with the seed, you'll see that it's about the same as you would expect. Alright everybody, so just for an example, I'm going to show you recreating his world seed. This was the seed, he shows it at the end of the video. So if we create it, we'll see that on the right here, it begins on this side just as it did in his loading screen, and then it begins to kind of load outward. There's a few skips and jumps in percentage, and then you're loaded into the world here, just like he was. It's the same one. He goes up this hill, starts getting wood up on that tree. Just kind of interesting. I mean, I guess my instinct would also be to go to the water here. Like I would want to go towards the water. I'd probably grab some wood, and then I mean, yeah, I guess I would just boat out this way, but there's nothing in my render distance that I can immediately see. So honestly, I would have just reset. Like I don't really see any reason to like continue the run, but maybe because the ocean is here, he just decided, yeah, why not? Like ocean, open ocean, may as well try it. But yeah, so if we go back and we look at the world seed again, and we recreate this, just for one more time, you'll see that it does in fact start on the end here, and loads in, a couple skips and jumps, a little bit less, as I said before, and yeah, I'll get into a little bit more about some of the possibilities of what happened in the commentary over his run. But for now, hopefully you guys see the loading screen to me seems fine. But this is very basic science. There's nothing really going on here. This is just viewing it. I didn't really view it frame for frame, so I don't really know. But each loading screen, even on the same seed, will be slightly different because of the speed of your computer. But we'll talk about that a bit more in the commentary. So every seed has pretty much the same loading screen every single time that you put that seed in the world generator. So if you replicate this, you'll see that it's about the same. Your computer might skip and jump differently. I think it's purely just a hardware thing, rather than this guy trying to like splice this run. And yeah, so now he's doing the basics, getting some trees, and yeah, there's nothing too special here. His crafting's like pretty average, pretty good. I'd say this is like, you know, like top 100 crafting speed material. But then again, you can have really good crafting and still like suck at speedrunning the game. That's not all there is to it. There's definitely a lot more to it than just crafting. But that hotbar management was pretty dang cool too. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he was doing some nice little advanced moves there. So I'd say this guy is pretty likely a good runner, just based on that and the few things that you've seen at the start of the run. So I do get the feeling that this run is somewhat legit just off the bat. There's nothing that's really throwing me off yet. And here's this boat. This guy's doing no F3. I'm pretty sure his gamma's not up either. He's doing the Illumina strats. So this seems pretty normal. Everything here is fine. This is normal. Collecting his stuff. Really quick inventory management and clicking. Grabs this chest. I don't really know how to do that myself actually, but that was pretty cool. Relatively speedy crafting. So yeah, everything seems to be pretty normal. I honestly don't see anything. He's got his iron pick ready to go, and I'm assuming here that, yep, he's gonna try and get some flint. This is just turning into a speedrun review, but I'm trying to see if there's anything that I notice while this is happening. And as of right now, I don't notice anything. There's no like suspicious frames. This gameplay is very smooth. So everything seems to be pretty normal here. I still have no reason to believe that this run is fake at all. And to be honest, it's like a pretty like average run right now at the start. Like he hasn't found a place to enter yet, and he's 2.5 minutes in. And just as I say that, there's the magma ravine. But yeah, he's probably going to be entering about 3 minutes or so. Actually, maybe even slower by the looks of it. Not too sure how he plans on doing this, but usually you need like the L shape here. Oh, did he put the door in? That might have worked. Yeah, this is slow. All right, screws that up, finds lava over here. 3 minutes is probably gonna be like a 4-minute enter by the time this is done. Oh, he lost his water. He has to go back. This is crazy. It's crazy that this has like the world record pace at the end of the day. I think it was all because of the dragon perch. Like I've watched this run a few times now, and the dragon perch really just like sealed the deal for this run. Everything else was pretty average and kind of scuffed, to be completely honest. Like I don't really know what's going on here, but that's what makes me also think that this probably wasn't a faked run because of how scuffed it was. Like it just makes me think that I don't know, this guy just kind of got unlucky with his timing. But from what I gather, he doesn't really have much proof that he's done any other runs before this one. This is the first run that he uploaded, and maybe his thinking was, I'm not gonna upload anything until I get the world record and I can get all the clout for getting the world record. And like, all right, that's kind of fair. Um, like I see why you would want to do that, but also kind of dumb because it's very clearly obvious if you watch anyone speedrunning that you have to have like evidence that this isn't just like your first like run that you knew the seed and spliced the video or whatever. And like at the start there, when he was creating a new world, I mean, it's possible that it was spliced, but like I said, pretty unlikely. Like it doesn't take very much to do something like that in an editing software, but like to be fair to this guy, it does like just this gameplay seems very legit to me. Like he had to look around a bit. He didn't really like notice this fortress. He's using no F3 too, which makes me think that this guy's just like a good runner. Nice little door strats. It's kind of unusual, but still nothing out of the ordinary. These guys, smacks one of them. I'm pretty sure that keeps that particular pigment aggroed on you for quite a while, so I don't know if I would personally do that, but it seemed to work out for him. And he's getting the piggies to come down here so you collect the gold. I think this is a housing bastion. Yeah, this is housing, so it's pretty cool, pretty convenient. He's getting all the gold. He's doing some good trading strats. His trading strats are pretty good. That block placement there was like kind of weird. I don't know if you guys saw that, but let's go back. When he placed that cobble, I think it was just like a game glitch, but right there, there's like no hand movement when that block place happened. I don't want to like overanalyze this thing, but that's kind of the job here. Yeah, I think it was just he swapped off it so quickly that you didn't, like you couldn't see it. So let's go and let's play this back one more time at half speed. And let's go back. This block place here. Places it and swaps out really quickly. I think the cobble block was actually like getting into the placing animation, so yeah, it seems fine to me. All right, let's keep it going. Nothing, still nothing out of the ordinary. I genuinely think that this guy just might have ran into a problem just because he doesn't have a proof that he's been running before this, which is honestly really sad. Because imagine getting world record and then not being able to have it verifiable just because you didn't post any of your runs earlier. And like to be fair, it's really not that hard. Like when I'm practicing this stuff, all I do is just like live stream it to YouTube and it doesn't take up any space on my hard drive. So, it's just you literally just be live streaming this, but I think what he does is just record it locally and probably deletes the recordings that aren't very good. So that's unfortunate, but it's just how it is. So he's got some pretty good trades here. He's gotten most of his pearls, tons of string. He just got the last pearl trade he needed. There's some obby, fire res, some speedy clicking, a little bit of armor, and he's probably gonna get out. Yeah. Leaving now at like 6.5 minutes. It's honestly pretty slow. Most people like, yeah, like a bastion split, I'd say you have to be like 5.5 to like get to the fortress, another like 30 seconds. The fortress usually takes about like 2 minutes. Then you're up to 8 minutes, and if you're really lucky, you can blind at like 8:30, and then you have to get to the stronghold and then wait, and then navigate the stronghold, wait for the dragon to purge, and all of that stuff and like if all of that goes well, you might have a shot at getting like a sub 12. So the fact that this guy's leaving the bastion, hasn't even found the stronghold at, or sorry, the fortress at 7 minutes is pretty brutal. And the thing that kind of confused me is like, why did he decide to go this way? I mean, I guess he wasn't like doing any commentary, but kind of seems like he knew where he was going. I don't know, maybe that's just my perception. Like I said, there's no way of knowing because like he could just, it could just be his thing where he like chooses a direction to go to. But that was kind of like interesting. Like as soon as he left the bastion, let's take a look at that again. So he leaves here. I think he looks that way. He decides to go this way. Not really sure why. Could be because it was open or something like that. But yeah, just kind of decides to go here, which... and he just keeps going, looking around. Alright. Yeah, I believe it. He has Quake Pro on, so he's probably... yeah, he's looking around, trying to figure out what's happening. And yeah, okay, going. Good. I think there's some music in the background here, too. Not really sure what it is, but it might just make this video completely unusable if it's if it's anything, I guess. And I'm recording all the audio at once, so I won't be able to split audio tracks, which is kind of an L. Alright, so he's at the blaze spawner here. Let's see. So 7.5 minutes and he's at the blaze spawner. 0 drops so far. Okay, one drop. 1 for 3. 1 for 4. 2 for 5. Still nothing. I don't really know. Alright, he's building the portal. Building the portal there. I guess that works. Just like blind in a random spot. Alright, pick that one up. Pretty good. 3 for 6. Like super average right now. He's probably gonna have to get like a decent luck on these next few. He's built the portal, so he's got 3 here. He's backing off to eat a little bit. I'd say that was a pretty safe move. Still got a wood axe. Okay, 4. Melee attack. And that's 5. 1 more. Those are some pretty good rates at the end there. Yeah, 3 for 3 at the end. So total of 6 for 9, which is above average. But again, like this is a world record pace run, so you'd expect some of your RNG to be above average. Now we start the triangulation. I guess that blind was pretty good. I mean, it was decent, like 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes, still like a pretty good blind time. 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Damn, that's honestly like a lot faster than I thought. That blaze spawner kind of popped off. Not really what I was expecting. I'm still wondering though, like, was there anything suspicious about the blind travel? Like, how do we know for sure that this is the same seed? Well, I guess you would submit the seed and then you could check the nether and the overworld. That was kind of a dumb comment. But yeah, how do you know that he didn't splice the first part of that nether travel to a different run? Because that's really easy to do because all the screen says is saving world. So that's like super simple. And this is crazy. What the hell? How the heck is this here? It's just like exposed in the first part of the stronghold that he sees. What the fuck? That's insane. Alright, so we're in the end, like a minute after he blind traveled, which is literally crazy enter split. That's like unheard of. And yeah, so 10 minutes. He's got like a minute for the Dragon and Perch for this to be world record. Man, there's really nothing about this run that like makes me like suspicious besides the fact that like, you know, this guy could have like modified the save files, done some stuff with the RNG, but it's like it seems really unlikely. This seems just like a very basic run, like good player just like decided not to upload his stuff. I don't really know. I mean, I'm definitely like on the side of the moderators here if they decide to deny the run because it's, I mean, like yeah, it is really easy to like cheat in the game and just like modify something. Like the game is so modifiable that it's so possible that this was faked, but that doesn't mean it was. It just means that it's possible. Double pearl kind of screws it up. No F3. The dragon flips right there, so it switches directions. And this guy somehow 4 beds on no F3. And he's probably freaking out right now and he doesn't have a mic. I don't know what happened to the live split timer there. Wait, what happened to the live split timer? Why did it do that? Did he reset his timer at the very end? He might have like pressed the reset button or something, but that was kind of odd. We never got to see, okay, there's the real-time 1103. We never really got to see it update because you pressed the reset button so quickly. And there's the seed. He had that command like, alright, yeah. That was pretty cool. Alright, well, I don't even know, dude. What do you say to this? Like, the run seemed legit. Like, he's got his stuff on. He's got all of the mods that all the regular speedrunners have. So, man, it's tough. Like, what do you even do? This guy's just running around. He doesn't seem very excited. Like, if it was me, I'd be like fucking wailing my mouse around in circles. This guy's just like chilling. Like, that happened. Or maybe, you know, some people are in shock. So it's very possible that he's just like in shock and doesn't know what the hell to do. And he's just like, what the fuck? Like, that's probably another common emotion. And there we go, 11. Did I say 11 and a half? Yeah, that makes sense because he was just standing around in the world. Wow. Well, there you have it, guys. Hopefully you liked the kind of review, the small analysis. Unfortunately for him, I don't think this run is going to be verifiable just because he has no evidence of past runs. If you go to his YouTube channel, there's pretty much nothing there except for this one run. He's been somewhat active within the speedrunning community in the discords and things like that, but it's honestly not looking too good for this guy, so I feel bad for Mr. Mynski. But that's what happens when you don't have anything to back up a good run. And I don't know if he realized that at the end. That's maybe why he wasn't excited, but whatever the reason, kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's all for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.